Hello Buccaneers, today we're going to show you 4 state parks in Oklahoma. Our first stop is Great Salt Plains State Park. Right now we're at the spillway and we're going to walk down these stairs to get closer to the Arkansas River. By the way, this is the same river that goes to Tulsa where we were just at. It's freezing, 38 degrees. It's as cold to freezing as you can get without it actually literally being freezing. And the funny thing is, in a few days it'll be 80 some degrees in Oklahoma. But right now it's 38. It's a dead fish! That means the water level used to be that high. It's kind of disturbing actually. We're at the Great Salt Plains Lake and we're just gonna walk around and explore. This is the lake/reservoir, and on the other side is the Great Salt Flats. We're gonna hike the Nathan Boone Trail, and the advisory says watch out for ticks and watch out for snakes, which are active during the cool times of day. Not the heat, but the cool times. It's now 40 degrees Fahrenheit. What you do have to watch out for is venomous snakes. We drove about 25 minutes to the National Refuge, which is adjacent to the state park. They're just across the lake from each other. Here we can see the salt flats, but unfortunately it's closed because we're 4 days away from April 1st when it opens for the year. Of all the days we could have come to Oklahoma, had to be today.
But there's an observation deck right there.
All right, let's go up. Oh, watch out for flying bugs. The United States Army Air Corps used these salt flats as a practice bombing and gunnery range. Oh, during World War II, the salt flats here were a bombing and gunnery range for practice. So you might find glass vials, metal objects, and munitions. We're on the observation tower. We can see the salt flats. They look so cool. What's particularly interesting is you can drive on the salt flats. And when you get there, there's a sign that says dig area in 1 mile. So if you just drive a mile further, you can dig for crystals and keep it. Our next stop is Alabaster State Park Caverns. In the visitor center, there's a little museum here. This is a selenite crystal, which is a pure form of gypsum, and that will probably be in the cavern. We're gonna enter the Alabaster Cavern, which is the largest gypsum cave in the United States for touring. Miss Kim will be our tour guide for the day. Gypsum is used in many things, including the sheetrock of our houses. I didn't know that. Wait, I thought gypsum was like white or something.
It is.
It is?
That's white.
Oh,
This is white.
oh yeah.
Naturally in color, gypsum is white, but any other
Oh wait,
color,
now I see it.
like the grays and the rust colors, that's an impurity, and that's mostly iron deposit.
Those are the
The winter month.
these are bats hibernating in clusters on the ceiling. And there's a lonely bat over there and another lonely bat over there. There's 4 species of bats in this cave.
They do not feed in the cave. All the bats have to leave the caverns of an evening through the spring, summer, and fall. And each one of those bats will consume about 6,000 insects every night they fly out.
The algae here is forming on the alabaster because of the light, so there's photosynthesis. There's a little creek here, and it will eventually flow to a river outside.
We're not seeing the whole cave on the pathway. If you were walking through from entrance to exit, you would only be seeing 30% of the cave on tour.
What's that over there?
Yes.
Wait, no, okay, never mind. I thought that was, in the dark it looked like a stingray kind of a thing.
That's what Mr. Grass would have called imagination rock, where you just see something, just like looking at a cloud, and you see any formation out of it, you see your imagination.
There's a stream above us, and the water is seeping down to the cave coral. This is the loudest I've ever heard water inside a cave, and I think it's the first kind of waterfall-ish thing I've seen.
And this is another species of bat. That is one of the smaller species found in the United States, and it is called a tricolored bat.
This is graffiti by early explorers. It's dated 1918. That's more than 100 years ago. They brought paint to the cave just to do this, just to make this mark.
Right here, where someone put their hand in the clay and it was damp and left it on the wall. I call that my Wilson rock.
The fingerprint isn't there, right? Those are raccoon prints down there. If I were another animal, I would want to live in a cave.
It looks like a car. A race car.
Yeah.
I've heard alligator.
It's a jack-o'-lantern.
No, it's the eyes, the nose, and the big smile. Poop.
Yes.
Is this like their toilet? We're in the Great White Way because of the massiveness and the length of this whole section. The sparkling thing here is selenite. It's the purest form of gypsum. The length of this walkway in the cave is 3/4 of a mile, but since the cave-in happened at the entrance, now you must enter from the exit. And most tours go half of the 3/4 of a mile. We're 40 feet below the surface. This is the collapse section, so all these boulders here collapsed. Yeah, they probably won't collapse on us. It shines through.
It does.
See the white part? That's a smiley face.
Oh no.
What?
Right here?
That over there is the cave monster.
That's a
Oh no, we better run.
We call it the old lady of the cave. I'm going to turn off my light and you will see the shadow of it. She's kind of frowning.
Yeah, I see it.
The two eyes and then,
Has a nose and a frown.
would I be too tall to go through there?
No. I've had a guy 6'5" go through there.
Oh, okay.
Small enough. I don't really need it.
I know, you don't even have to duck, you have it easy.
Super beginner level spelunking. 1, 2. And that is the Alabaster Cavern.
My favorite part was finding carvings in the rocks.
I enjoyed the parts where you could hear the running water and also the cave waterfall, just because I've never seen that in any other cave. And I like how we were able to kind of touch the gypsum in this cave, unlike in the limestone caves where you can't touch it.
We also got to see some bats hibernating, and they were
Which we've never seen at any other cave too. After driving 40 minutes, we have reached Little Sahara State Park.
I'm gonna put the little Sahara sticker on here.
Oh, made it out relatively quickly. There are 1,600 acres of sand here that you can ride your ATV on.
And 7 campgrounds.
We've never been to the Sahara Desert before, but this looks good enough, and it's only like 50-some degrees, so it's not blazing hot in the spring. Since we're trying to go to 4 state parks in one day, we have a very short time at this state park, so we're just gonna go up this little hill, see what's there, and then we'll go. Ah! Whoa! I would want to ride an ATV here. This is like National Lampoon's Vacation when they go to the Grand Canyon, look at it, and they're like, oh, nice view, and then they leave. So we're gonna do that right now. Bye. See you at the next stop. We drove around 25 minutes to our final stop, Gloss Mountain State Park.
Lost Mountain sticker.
There we go.
Boom. Done.
Just like how the cave had selenite gypsum, this Gloss Mountain also has selenite gypsum. And over here, you can take one for free.
I'm gonna choose this one. The ranger at the sand dunes place, I don't think she knew how fast we could hike. So she said that this is 30 minutes, but I think we could do it quicker. already 1:16.
These stairs are slanted at a weird angle. Yeah, look how far we are already from the bottom.
We're 7/8 done with this. All we have left is climbing. My favorite part.
I like how they put the effort into building stairs all the way 7/8 up, and it just became rocks. It's funny. They ran out of material. It took us 6 minutes, including when we stopped to take pictures and stuff. So really, you could get up here in under 5 minutes. It's an easy walk up, even though it looks like we went a long way. We found out that there's actually way more to the trail. Hopefully there's a good view at the end. So we're just gonna go and look out for snakes. We're just gonna turn around here because we need to drive 2 hours back to Oklahoma City before dinner, and it's getting late. But look at this view. It doesn't look like what I expected of Oklahoma, since the soil here is red and there's badlands over there. This looks like Arizona. And that is our day exploring the Oklahoma state parks.
My favorite state park was the Alabaster Cavern because I got to make up my own things using my imagination on the carvings.
That was my favorite state park too, and we spent the most time there. But my second favorite was Gloss Mountain because of this red badlands scenery. And what I loved about today is that the terrain and the scenery changed so many times, from the white salt to the caverns to the yellow sand to the red rocks. All of the state parks today were so cool, and if you come to this part of Oklahoma, you should just visit all 4 because they're all relatively close to each other. Pick up an Oklahoma State Parks passport while you're here.
See you in the next video. Bye.